Chase Elliott addresses the controversy. Noah Gragson has been reinstated by NASCAR, and Twitter is analyzing driver arm hair. Let's get into it. Coming up next. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing good today. All right, first things first, let's see what Chase Elliott had to say about the Kyle Larson controversy.
Yeah, we obviously ran into each other on pit road, and I, didn't have the full picture of what went on. So I was frustrated, and that, that stuff happens for sure. But at the end of the day, I'll certainly take the blame for my frustrations on that front. The good news is, he and I can have a conversation like adults, and it's a non-issue. The bad news is it's a non-issue for all of y'all and everybody that wants to talk about it. There's nothing to talk about. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I know you guys love your drama, but there's just none here this week.
We can put the whole big conspiracy theory about how you and Kyle don't get along and both of you are jealous of the other. None of that flies. They don't get to have any fun with that at all, huh?
I don't feel that way at all. Our relationship's actually been good. We have a lot of dialogue, and like I said, we talked about it there after the race, and that was it. There's nothing more to really even discuss. And when you talk about things and you get the full picture of what's going on, and you have a discussion like adults, there's really no need for anything else. And neither he or I care about what is said during the week. So at the end of the day, I think we're both pretty performance motivated and driven, and that's where our focus is, and will continue to be.
When you stuck your head in the car after the race was over, was that a conciliatory conversation or a what happened conversation? What was said there?
Yeah, I just asked what happened. He told me what happened, and I said okay. It was really that simple, and in my mind, it was done and over with after that. I think that everybody that likes to talk about this stuff, that was where, the topic, I guess, got taken to a different level. But I left it there. Unfortunately, y'all didn't. But at least you had something to talk about, which I'm sure my social team appreciates the mentions. But outside that, there's really nothing to it.
All right, so you see what he had to say there. That, of course, from Sirius XM Satellite Radio with Dave Moody. He said that he takes responsibility for his actions, but he also didn't have a full picture of what went on. I think pretty much everybody knew he didn't have a full picture of what went on, but he did say he takes responsibility for his actions, so you get the apology. He then goes on to say that him and Kyle Larson are able to talk to each other like adults and that they had put it behind them. And he said to the detriment of the media who wants to, I guess, build it up and spin it up into something bigger than it is. He also said that his relationship with Kyle Larson is really good. They have conversations all the time and stuff like that. So that sort of flies in the face of people that speculated that maybe they don't like each other off the racetrack or something like that. And he also said that when he had the conversation with Chase Elliott at the window, he had the conversation with Kyle Larson at the window, that he left it there. And it seems that after he left that window, that's when the media sort of ramped it up and took off with it. So he seems like the two catalysts were going in the opposite direction. Like the media was going all the way up with it, and once he got the understanding there in the window, he was sort of over it and done with it right there, which would explain why he was confused as to why people were asking him about it in the post-race interviews and stuff like that you saw a lot of people talk about. He did also say in that clip that they're both performance-driven. So I will say this. On the racetrack, I don't think he is necessarily friends with anybody. And I said this yesterday in my deal, and pretty much Chase Elliott sort of was along the lines of the same thinking I was in that video yesterday. But he basically said that they're performance-driven, both of them. So basically on the racetrack, like I was saying yesterday, there are no friends. So on the racetrack, yeah, they're definitely, tooth and nail fighting for everything they can fight for. But I think Chase Elliott is the same like that, with the Kevin Harvicks, with the Denny Hamlins, with everybody else in the world too. Like, I think it's just a performance-driven thing for him. He wants to be the best. Kyle Larson wants to be the best. And every driver out there wants to be the best. So from that perspective, if you want to say they've got heat there, yeah, I think they might have heat on the track, but I think he's got the same heat on the track with pretty much every other driver. So yeah, that's just the way I see it. But I heard from a bunch of you yesterday who see it the other way. So there are definitely a lot of people that do agree with Danielle Trotta. So it is what it is. At the end of the day, you're not going to change anybody's mind, but that's my thoughts on it. So would love to hear yours down in the comments. I want to express my sincere gratitude to NASCAR for reinstating me. Over the past several weeks, I've dedicated myself to personal growth and reflection, and I believe that I've become a better person because of it. I couldn't have done it without support of my family and the NASCAR industry. I'm now more focused and committed than ever to representing my future team in the best way possible. I'm eager to get back behind the wheel and compete at the highest level, giving it my all on and off the track. Thank you to everyone who has been a part of this journey, and I can't wait to make the most of the second chance. So that is from Noah Gragson, and he will be back this weekend. He is going to be racing in ASA. If you watch the live stream, I think I said he was going to be racing in ARCA. I knew it started with an A, but he will be racing ASA this weekend, but no plans so far as to what he's going to do beyond that. So we'll have to be on the lookout to which team he tries to come back to after that. And finally, you see this picture here. It was originally tweeted out by Chris Rice. These are the guys at the Daily Downforce, where you can see they've got this formula here where they're adding up this, that, and the other thing. And it comes out to be Brexton Bush. And so you can see here, it's just basic simple math, really. Brexton Bush is going to be the next driver of the Kaulig 31, according to the Daily Downforce. Of course, that's just a joke, but Chris Rice tweeted this out, and it does have everybody inspecting every free agent NASCAR driver's arm hair. So I did on Twitter, at least. So I thought I would throw that out there today, that arm hair is being analyzed on Twitter. Who had that on their 2023 bingo card? Of course, Friday will be the announcement for the Kaulig ride. Who's going in that 31? Will it be a single driver, multiple drivers, so on and so forth? But for now, the speculation goes on. All right, that's all I got for you on this one. If you made it this far, feel free to subscribe down below. All your subscriptions are much appreciated. And if you're already subscribed, you know I appreciate you all as well. If you got a question, comment, or anything like that, leave it down in the comment section. And other than that, thanks for your time. Peace. If you want to visit the merch store and help out the channel, the merch store link is also down in the description. All right, I'm really gone now. Where am I? He's still here. Why is he still here?